Hello everybody and welcome back once again to Casual Gamer Oz. We're continuing our F1 2016 career mode as we get ever closer to F1 2017. We're in our second season. We're driving for Sauber F1. The driver's name is Ben Waterworth. The host that you're listening to right now is Ben Waterworth. And we're about to get into a wet Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. Just a recap on another disappointing race. Qualified in 16th in Russia. Was fairly satisfied with that. The start itself got a great start. Made up 10 positions in the opening lap. And was very, very racy. Was about to overtake Sergio Perez in the Force India, but I just got a little bit too close to a wall, took off my front left, and that was my race done and dusted. A disappointing end as I tried to get 3 consecutive finishes in a row. It didn't happen. But we're going to go now to Barcelona, and this is now, I believe, the third time out of 5 races we've had a wet qualifying. Seems to be going wet, dry, wet, dry, wet. And we're on full wets this time around rather than just the inters. And I got a pole in Spain. In China. This is Spain, Ben. So that was on a very wet track and surprised me. But I'm not going to get one this time around because Spain is a circuit which I think is a little bit overrated. And I generally don't do that well when it comes to Barcelona. The track itself, feeling okay. It's weird that I sometimes like it when it's this wet on the full wets rather than inters, because I feel you can drive a little bit harder on the wet to get more grip. So yeah, I just kind of feel that, although when you do that and just make a mockery of what you just say and run completely wide. Now last year I qualified in 13th in Spain, and I don't think I'm going to replicate that now after that little mistake. And right now we're on track for 21st on a circuit that's not exactly the easiest for overtaking. So, yeah, this is not looking too good. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say there. They want me to qualify in 21st or higher, so I guess it's weird to think that I can get pole positions and yet they'll be satisfied with me being in 21st. But hey, Sauber are a team of small expectations, let's be honest. So that's why we like to drive for them. Also an update too, got a new rival. We beat Hulkenberg, so we won that rivalry. And his teammate, Sergio Perez, is our new rival. So just a little update. We didn't see our dear friend Emma telling us that because, let's be honest, nobody likes Emma. So as we come now into the main straight, looks like I'm on for a top 20. Can I hang on to 19th? Yes, we can. Okay. Thank you, Jeff. Jeff says, nice job. I'll take that as a nice little compliment from old Jeffrey there. So once again, I qualify worse. It seems that every single race this year, with the exception of China, I've qualified worse than I did in the previous season. So there you go. Alrighty, so that is qualifying done. Let's move ahead into the race. And we will do that right now. Okay, so last year it was a DNF in Spain. It started a string of 3 DNFs in a row. We had it in Russia, Spain and Monaco. So far we've started that same string already with Russia. So let's see if we can actually finish it. I got bummed out by a Renault from memory last year. I think it was on the main straight. And had a few little incidents, as I often do. 809 resource points. I think that should allow me to upgrade my car. Let's have a quick gander at that before we get into a dry Spanish Grand Prix. That's what we want. And of course we're doing it on the front wing end plates, and we do. We have enough, so let's upgrade that to the second highest level, which will give me more efficiency to channel air around the wheels, reducing turbulence, thus also reducing drag. Beautiful. Okay, let's go to the race. Nearly going to have 2 full parts of the car completely upgraded. Remember, we're only doing 2 full seasons here because we want to get into F1 2017. Very excited for that. Okay, dry Catalunya is what we want. Are we going to have a Mercedes on the front row once again? We've never had anyone not on pole besides myself and Mercedes, and it's the same case. So they've Button in second, Alonso third. Very close there, 200ths off a second, off pole position. Rosberg back in 4th, Raikkonen and Vettel 5th and 6th, the Red Bulls 7th and 8th. We have Grosjean up in 9th, great result from him. Bottas 10th, the Force India's 11th and 12th. Then Gutierrez in 13th, Massa way down in 14th. Toro Rosso with Sainz in 15th, Magnussen 16th, Kvyat 17th, Verline 18th, myself in 19th, Palmer 20th, Haryanto 21st, and Nazar in 22nd. Alrighty, folks. Now, where do they want me to finish? They want me to finish in 21st. Okay, let's just live up to what the team wants, shall we? Go. I was waiting for the lights to go out before I talked there, and once again they held us for a very long time. Now, you know, in me generally saying, let's be cautious, It's not going to happen. And oh, I've already. Wow. Okay, that is the quickest I've ever been in a race. I don't even know who hit me there. I'm going to guess it was a Manor. And, oh, yeah. Yeah, he's just come at me from behind, and I've got nowhere else to go but into the wall. So, let's just have a bit of another look here. Now, can we see... It's going to cut away slightly. That looks like it's Haryanto. And I did move ever slightly, but I don't think I moved into the path. He looks like he's driven into me there. Now, it cuts away. Let's go on board with... let's go on board with our team. Actually, let's go on board with Haryanto first. So this is full speed, off the line. Reo Haryanto. He turns and just drives into me. He just drives into me, the little prick. What is going on there? Let's go on board with our teammate. He had a perfect view for that. So we see here, we're on board with him. He just, I don't know what he was doing. He just had a mental brain fart. Oh, my teammate did very well. Oh, Nazar, good driving there, Felipe. He might be at the back of the grid every single fucking race, but, yeah, that is crazy. Let's take a look here at one of these weird angles that we don't necessarily take a look at here too much. Okay, so we'll spin this around. Let's do a side view here. Look, he just drives into me. What's he doing? And I nearly held it together there, and I thought I had, but then I just went the other direction and boom, we're out. Well, that was the quickest race we've ever had. Once again, I jinxed myself. 2 DNFs in a row, just like it was last season in these races, and once again we find myself skulking back to the pit lane. So who's going to win the race? It's going to be a McLaren. And is it going to be the Butt or is it going to be the the Fernando? Oh, not even a Mercedes on the podium. Good job there, Jency Wency. All right, so Button wins from Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton in 4th, Vettel, Raikkonen, Ricardo, Rosberg, Gutierrez with some points. There you go. And Perez there in 10th place. Championship-wise, Hamilton leading by 2 points over Rosberg. A bit of a ding-dong battle going on there, but the Red Bulls hanging in. Ricardo in 3rd, Verstappen in 4th, Alonso up into 5th, Button up into 6th. Of how to win a piece out of the McLarens. Vettel in 7th, Raikkonen 8th, Perez 9th, and I'm still hanging on to 10th there, so I'll take that. Constructors, well, Mercedes are leading, not as much as they were last year, but they're still leading. Red Bull in 2nd, McLaren move up into 3rd over Ferrari in 4th, Force India in 5th. We're still hanging on 6th place there for Sauber, Williams in 7th, Haas up into 8th with their first points of the season. Toro Rosso, Manor and Renault all yet to score. That's a very shortened Spanish Grand Prix, folks. That's what happens when you get taken off the start line. We'll be back for Monaco. You know I'm going to retire from that one, but we'll see how we go. As always, like, subscribe, comment, tell us how shit we are. We like to hear that, and we'll continue on with our second season in Career Mode F1 2016 here on Casual Gamer Oz. Thank you for your company, and good night.